Let me go ahead and get down. Smoked him. Spear blunted.
And another one down, and another one down. Another one bites the dust.
Soldier down.
Hey, gonna get you. Another one bites the dust. I didn't think we were gonna get along without you when you're gone. You took me for
Light. See the light glowing? Tight, right? Clear. Sticks. Gamer tag. One side. Best box. What's up, YouTube? It's the Big Kahuna back again with another video. And as you can see, that was a custom controller I had designed over a year ago. So now I wanted to do this comparison between the custom controller I purchased versus Microsoft Design Labs custom controllers as well. Now, first of all, I'll say this. If you go somewhere else to get a custom controller, and by the way, that was Controller Plus that I got that controller from, you will be able to get more options versus going to the Design Lab. They do say that you can get somewhere around a million or so different combinations from the Design Lab, but because of the stuff that I had put on my controller, you can get much more customization on those controllers. Now, of course, these controllers don't do anything except for the regular stuff that the Xbox One controller does. It's just aesthetically, it looks better. And lots of people like to get custom controllers. Lots of people like to collect controllers. So I'm just basically weighing Microsoft Design Lab up against the place that I purchased mine, which was custom controllers. Now, I will be purchasing a controller from the Design Lab as well, but in the end, when it comes to getting a controller designed the way you want to truly get one designed, custom controllers or custom controllers plus is one of many websites you can go to that will customize it way down to just about every little detail on the actual controller. For instance, that controller, as you can see, was all green, had the clear analog sticks. I decided to keep the D-pad black, the bumpers and the triggers black as well. And I decided to also keep the buttons the exact same. But I went with the clear analog sticks, which I wanted to put LED lights in, but I could not find the option on the website. But of course, when I actually got my controller, later on, when I go back to the website, guess what I find? The option to put LED lights in the actual analog sticks. And you know, I was going to go with green anyway, because you also see that the LED light in the actual light in the top of the controller was green as well. You could also get clear triggers, bumpers, and all that. And I was thinking about going that way, but I decided not to. But I will say, however, if you go outside of the Design Labs for Microsoft, you're going to you're going to pay a hefty fee. Now, when you go to Custom Controllers Plus, you have two options. You can either take your controller and send it to them to get it customized, or you can purchase one from the website and get it customized. If you only have one controller and you go that route, it's best to buy one from the website, because it's going to take an awful long time. And I mean an awful long time before you get your controller back. So, if you don't want to sit back and not play games, then you might as well purchase it from the website. Yes, it will make it more expensive to get it customized. My controller probably ran around the same price as the Xbox Elite controller, or maybe even more. And that was just a controller that was the aesthetics were pleasing, but it didn't really do anything. It didn't have any extra buttons. You can add turbo buttons and stuff like that, but I'm not going to add no turbo buttons to my controller. So other than that, let's get to the design labs. Now, they claim that you can do 1 million combinations, and I believe you can do that. And their controllers do look pretty neat, but as you can see from the controller I got, there's way more stuff that you can do to those controllers versus the ones that you're getting from Microsoft. But I will say this, the ones from Microsoft, cheaper, probably more reliable, and they come to you faster. They advertise that you will get it in 2 weeks. Now, like I said, if you go to Controller Plus, you're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So, as a gamer and someone who wants a custom controller, you have to decide, do I go outsource my controller or do I go in-house? And some people may, out of loyalty, go in-house, and some people may go out of their need to customize a controller much further than what Microsoft is doing at the moment, go with the other route. Me, myself, I like the option of doing both. I would rather go to Microsoft because I'm going to get it back faster. It's going to be more reliable, and it's going to be more reliable, and it's going to be cheaper. Now, the part where I say it's going to be more reliable, as you can see, I made that little video part that you seen probably over a year ago, or maybe, yeah, about a year ago. And as of course, that controller no longer works. The little green light doesn't come on. It does nothing. I've tried to charge it up several different ways, and that might not be due to, because I know there'll be some people saying how Microsoft makes faulty equipment and stuff like that. But, and I'm not going to say it couldn't be that, but when you're doing it through Controller Plus and websites like that, they usually have to take apart the controller, because how else are they going to get the LED in there? Or they also clear coat your controller, and they take apart your controller and put it back together. So in doing so, they could actually have done something to shorten the life of your controller, shall I say, because mine is dead. It looks pretty, but it's dead. It's just a paperweight right now. So if you want to go for something that's, shall I say, more reliable, you go to Microsoft. You want something that's going to be cheaper, you go to Microsoft. You're going to go get something that's going to come back faster, you go to Microsoft. Now, like I said, even with Microsoft, you can get your gamertag name or I guess a phrase or whatever etched onto the controller as well. But as far as I can see right now, they only give you the option to put it in one place, and that's pretty much at the bottom of the controller. As you can see on the custom controller I purchased, it had, you know, the gamer tag going down one side and a saying going down the other side. But I could have had it put across the bottom too. I could have had something put on the back or whatever. There's just so many more combinations. So if you're looking for a custom controller, you can also go to YouTube to Controller Plus and look up the different variations of controllers that they have on it. And by the way, for the Sony fans, even you dreadful fanboys out there, they do. Controller Plus also modifies and customize PlayStation 4 controllers, and they have some badass controllers. Also, painting the actual pad on it and everything else. So, either way, if you're a Microsoft fan, you have the choice of going to Controller Plus and other websites like that, or just go in-house and go to the Xbox Lab. Or if you're a Sony fan, at least for right now, you still have the option of going to Controller Plus and other websites as well and getting yourself a nice looking controller. But as I always say, and before I say that, so for the Xbox fans, you have the choice, Microsoft or outsource. It's up to you to decide which is the best for you. But as I always say, fanboys don't love their favorite system, they just hate yours.